Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at this right here. This is from Simgot. This is the EP5. Now, this can be used for music easily. It's a really enjoyable kind of relaxed sounding, just warmish, nice sounding headphone. You do have a nice audio card right here. So you have your audio adapter. You can also get this nice nylon cable with the microphone built into it. But the cable that it does come with is really nice. It's a nice thickness, this braided nylon material. I don't know if it's Kevlar or whatever. It doesn't tangle too much. It does get the little kinks in it. But other than that, nice 3.5 millimeter L-shaped connector there. You have two 3.5 millimeters. I think they're TRS, yes, dual 3.5 millimeter TRSs. The cable itself is oxygen-free copper OFC wire core, and it is about 1.5 meters. The unit itself without the cable is about 300 grams. A little more if you're adding the DAC in or whatever. You plug this in. This is USB-C, and you also get a adapter. For the DAC, you have your volume wheel. You have your volume up and down button there. Your M mode button, 7.1 surround. We'll get into that in a minute. The mic, the mute button, and the mic button. Looking at the construction of these, you have plastic. You have this pleather, very ultra soft thing here. This is all metal. The yoke is metal, the faceplate is metal, this part is plastic, the shell. Some really nice, soft, cushiony memory foam pads there that bounce back really fast. Nice wide, oval-shaped hole for your ears. Should fit most people really comfortably. Simgot branding there, EP5 on this side, then you have Art and Science there. And it also says the same thing on the headband tension adjuster, which slides up and down with this. It's kind of unique for those. I have like plenty of this type, but I don't have one where it slides up and down like that. Usually I have them, they stretch with like an elastic or something. So comfortable, well built, considering this is under $100. Super comfortable, semi kind of closed. At least that's how it's described. Like a lot of times I hear like semi-open. Now, a lot of times when I hear semi-open, it sounds really, really open. Like my AKGs, those are semi-open. They sound more open than some opens that I have. This one's semi-closed. It does sound closed, but there is some sound leakage because it is not fully closed. So if you're using these for like an office or something like that, just remember if your volume goes up, it's going to be heard. So let me get over with some of the specs here. This is the EP5. This has a 50 millimeter ultramagnetic wideband dynamic driver. It has 15 to 50 kilohertz, but of course effective is 20 to 20, unless you're Superman. Aluminum foil PEKPU multi-layer composite diaphragm. I said that really, really good, very fast. 32 ohms, 113 decibels. Very easy to drive. Drive it off your phone if you want. Drive it off the little DAC included. Have the little microphone cable with you if you're sitting at the office and you want to use this for like doing like calls or something. You're all set. This can do a lot of different things. So basically that's it spec-wise. So we're going to get off the specs. Well built, comfortable. Okay isolation. Like I said, it is semi-closed. Nice design, although I think I would have made this part silver since it is metal. Just to match this part right here. There's enough black on it. What else can we say other than it's made well and it's comfortable? Build aside. DAC-wise, let's do the sound with the DAC. All right, this has the 7.1. This adds a little brighter, a little more detail, definitely a lot more soundstage. The soundstage is good. It's immersive. You can hear the placement is very accurate with it. So it does a really good job. The microphone is average. It's clear. It worked well for gaming. It worked well for calls at a call center or something like that. I don't think you'd be wanting to make TikTok videos with it, but it's still a good microphone. It is kind of flat, although you can't really tell because of the foams on it. But it's a decent quality microphone. I'll do a separate video for that later on. But it worked. It worked for gaming. It worked well for being able to hear and everything and talk back. Gaming-wise, these are very good for gaming. Their treble isn't overly done, so it's not harsh with listening to like the treble type noises that you'd be hearing. Treble-wise, very kind of laid-back treble. There's some air, there's some sparkle there, enough detail, but it is more on the laid-back kind of treble, so it's non-offensive. Getting into the mid-range, very, very nice, warm, lush mids. Very good natural tonality to them overall. I like the timbre and everything, or timbre, excuse me. Bass-wise, very nice, warm, lush bass. Very nice, has enough depth, has enough power, enough speed. Mid and sub bass sound really, really good. Almost equal, but I think maybe the sub bass just a little bit more powerful. But it's good. They're both there. They're both present. Nice. Good width to the bass. It's not the super wide bass that I'm used to, but it is a really good bass. Soundstage on this, technicals are decent. I find that without the DAC, I think the soundstage is wide, above average in width, about average in depth. Good placement, good detail, and everything else like that. Not super technical, not super detailed. Details are kind of more rounded over on this. That said, if you're looking for something that has a nice, warm, non-offensive tone, if you're listening to music, this would be perfect. If you're looking for something that's like critical listening, no, forget it. Go look somewhere else. There's been some like reviews where people said, no. You have to take this at face value. This is made for gaming and music enjoyment. It's a dual-purpose headphone, and it's under $100, and it's built really well, and it looks nice too. Super comfortable as well. So yeah, I mean, I would recommend this definitely, because of the nice pleasant tone, the nice warmth, decent overall performance on this for the cost and for what it was made for. It does both purposes well. Music-wise, it depends on how you listen. I mean, and what you're listening to. If you're listening to rock, jazz, something like that, this is going to be nice for that. If you're listening to this to pick out every single instrument and do the critical listening, or, and you're like, I love this part of the track where you can hear the person lisping. No, this isn't the headphone for that. So that said, these are really, really good. I think that these are good for the cost. If you like something that's warm and just overall just enjoyable sounding without getting too serious, this is for you. If you want a gaming headphone that can do gaming very well, especially like mobile gaming or something like that, and you want to hear like footsteps and everything, but you don't want that, you don't need that super sharp detail like you get from like a dedicated gaming set with the RGB and all that other stuff, then this would also be for you, because it's not overly serious in both things, but it is super pleasant in both things, if that's how I can just explain it. Like a jack of all trades, master of none. This does a good dual purpose. Me personally, I'm going to use these for music. Nice warm tone, excellent for rock. So that's what I think I'm going to be using it for. As for the gaming thing, I have other headsets that I use for gaming, like the Hi-Fi Men and stuff like that. But this still does work. So again, this has been the Simgot EP5. This is a really nice headphone for the cost. as long as you're not into like critical listening and you're not listening to like classical music or something like that, and you want to hear the guy up in the third row with the flute, if you just want something warm and enjoyable, this is plenty. This is like a cup of soup for your ears. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.